Sometimes Marvel Comics creates supervillains with complicated, nuanced, tragic backstories that slowly build them into multifaceted characters with flaws and hopes and dreams all their own. Other times, they create villains like MODOK, the mental, mobile, mechanized organism designed only for killing, or MODOK, is, well, exactly that. And he's about to get his big break with both a major villainous role in the upcoming Marvel's Avengers video game and his very own animated TV show on Hulu starring Patton Oswalt. So there's never been a better time to learn about the ins and outs of Marvel's infamous, giant floating head with baby arms who was made specifically for killing but looks super goofy. So let's dig into who is MODOK. Invented by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in the very heart of what's known as the Silver Age of comics back in 1967, MODOK was primarily a recurring Captain America foe at first, mostly because he resented Steve Rogers' perfect body. No, we're not making that up. His original origin story goes something like this. Low-level advanced idea mechanics, or AIM, tech George Tarleton was the unlucky test subject for a process meant to design something called the MODOK. That's MODOC. Mental organism designed only for computing. Unfortunately for Tarleton, however, the process did more than just make him super smart. It transformed him into a horrible monster made up of a giant head and tiny limbs that relied on hover technology to move around. Unsurprisingly resentful with his new lot in life, MODOK rebelled against his creators and became MODOK, replacing the C of his name with K and ditching his computing directive for a new one: kindness. Oh, what? Sorry, I meant killing. His newfound love of murder quickly garnered MODOK a lot of respect with the AIM ranks, as you can imagine, and positioned him as a sort of de facto leader, at least for a while. After countless battles with both Captain America and other assorted, physically perfect, physically beautiful, I mean, look at Captain America's arms here, heroes, AIM scientists began to feel frustrated with MODOK's obsession with violence and revenge. Not a lot of inventing or scientific advancement can happen while your homicidal boss is trying to constantly duke it out with the Avengers, and ousted him. Off the leash and free of what little moral guidance he had, MODOK went on to try and achieve such lofty goals as world domination and the real emotional connection necessary to facilitate a romantic relationship with another person. The former he continually failed at, the latter he decided to turn into his science project. In a truly Frankenstein-esque move, he kidnapped a friend of Bruce Banner, Dr. Catherine Waynesboro, and transformed her into, wait for it, Miss MODOK. This was actually only the first of the female MODOK counterparts to be created. Eventually, AIM created a new one to replace the original MODOK and called it MODAM, mental organism designed for aggressive maneuvers. Look, sometimes you have to get creative in the name of preserving a naming convention, okay? Give AIM a break. After several more years of repeated misadventures and foiled schemes for world domination, George Tarleton, the OG MODOK, was captured and cured of his mutation, and a new version of MODOK was introduced in the form of a supercomputer composed of MODOK's cloned organic brain. It was called MODOK Superior, and chances are if you're reading a modern comic where MODOK shows up, this is the incarnation you're dealing with. That is, unless you happen upon his reformed self, biorobotic organism designed overwhelmingly for kissing, who cropped up for a hot minute there. Yes, this is real. This is very real. Like many Silver Age relics that were created with very earnest intentions back in the 60s and 70s, during the height of the Comics Code Authority's strict censorship of the medium, but now can only be seen as completely absurd to modern sensibilities, MODOK occupies a strange place in the superhero pantheon. His stories now range from straight-laced and almost gritty spy thrillers to completely wackadoo gags that involve introducing long-lost children and sending him on tropical vacations. The fortunate thing is that this flexibility has become a feature for MODOK rather than a bug. He's part meme, part genuine threat, and the perfect choice for both a scary, high-stakes encounter with a hero like Kamala Khan in the Avengers game, and a slapstick, slice-of-life animated comedy like the Hulu TV show. His design is so absurd that the slightest tweak can take it from hilarious to horrifying. His origin can be pushed into real tragedy or Looney Tunes-style series of escalating gags. It all works, and for the most part, it's actually fun to read or watch. As MODOK is an organism designed only for killing, his words not mine, what kinds of powers does he have to reinforce that killing part? As he was originally created for computing, MODOK is super intelligent, has a computer-like database of memory and information, and can quickly compute probabilities of events, giving him a strong sense of precognition. But wait, that's not all. MODOK also has psionic powers, meaning he can generate a force field and, by utilizing the headband he wears, shoot mind beams. Not only that, but he can use these powers to mind control others and speak to them using telepathy. His hover chair, the Doomsday Chair, is equipped with its own set of devastating weaponry, including missiles and lasers. Are you looking forward to seeing the return of MODOK, and which version of MODOK do you prefer, the comedic or far more villainous and threatening one? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.